Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So today we're going to talk about new nuke stuff for May 14th. And we'll go through the normal agenda: social media updates, corporate updates, release updates, some modules that were updated, any of the .NET Nuke products that are out there, and talk a little bit about the CATHub website as well. As far as our social media engagement, we continue to grow on the social media front. 270 members on the CATHub website. So if you're not a member, you're watching this video and you're not a member of the website, please jump over and sign up and register so that we can get you counted. You'll also get emails from us and things like that telling you when we're having events and that kind of stuff. So please join up on the website. It's quick and easy, and it should be a standard DNN sign up so as you go through there. CATHub group on DNNsoftware.com, with actual user group there on the main site for .NET Nuke. We have 69 active members and our last report. So we continue to send out information there as well. Also, if you're not a member and you're in the Chicagoland area, please join the CATHub group on DNNsoftware.com under the community section. LinkedIn group, we added a couple of members last month in LinkedIn group, so that's good. If you do social media and you do LinkedIn groups, that kind of thing, be sure to check us out there. Some discussions happen there. People will ask questions, do some exchanges, that type of thing. We'd love to see post some stuff up there, ask your questions, that kind of stuff. We're always ready, willing, and able to help, that kind of thing. Facebook group. We also have a page there on Facebook. So if you're a Facebook person, not a LinkedIn person, you can certainly join in there. We have 30 active members in that group. Again, questions, discussions, posts, notifications, that kind of stuff happens on Facebook. On Twitter, we're pretty active on Twitter. We're following 578 people in the DNN community, which is a lot of DNN folks out there. We try to seek them out. So if you're in the DNN community and you've got a Twitter handle and we're not following you, just shoot us a quick email. Let us know. We'll be happy to follow you. We also ask that you follow us at Chicago DNN. Is our Twitter handle. We have 265 followers. Again, we post notifications, that type of things on Twitter. And last but not least is the Google Plus community. We have 45 active members. We added one new member there in the last month. So that's plus.google.com, and find the CATHub community there and join in. Again, we try to share things across all the different social media platforms. So whatever your favorite is, join us, and be sure to tell others, about the different places that we're active on. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and be active with us. Like our posts, retweet our stuff, +1 them, circle them, whatever you're supposed to do on whatever appropriate social media platform. Do those things, and be sure to chime in. Let us know you're out there. We'd be happy to hear from you. So if you're on one of those social media networks, give us a shout out and let us know that you're there, and we'll talk back. As far as what's happening in the DNN corporate world in the news, there's always lots of things happening on their website in terms of press releases, and what's happening in the blog is one of the most active spots on the website. So I pulled this off as the latest press release here. DNN Evo Social puts the power in the hands of the online community manager. So there's a post out there about that. If you want to check out the latest press release, you can certainly do that on DNNsoftware.com. There was a second, the second press release. A new study finds marketers drowning in a sea of vendors, technologies, and complexity. So that was also posted in the press release section. So a couple of things there from a press release perspective, which is good. In terms of the corporate blog, that got a overhaul in the last month. So it's got a new look and feel and some new features and functionalities to it, which is always great. We love to see them updating their own software, kind of dog fooding it, to use it themselves, which is great. So there's some new people posting out there, some new photos on each blog, things like that. So they've really done a nice job of updating that. So I'm just going to kind of walk through each one of these here and kind of let you see the different things that are happening on the DNNsoftware.com website under the blog section, the corporate blog. So that you can be sure to check out the articles and things that are interesting to you, and really, will help you understand what's happening in the DNN community and in the DNN products and that type of thing. We do a pretty good job of keeping the corporate blog updated. As you can see, there's sometimes several posts a day, and at least several posts a week. You'll find that quite often. People out there talking. So they did a nice little thing here on Scoop It. I don't know if anybody's gone out to Scoop It and looked at, setting up like kind of a newspaper type, system, but, they have a nice integration with DNN, that kind of thing. So that was good. A lot of things on social, DNN being with Evoke and Evoke Social, you'll find lots of information about marketing, social, that type of thing. DNN really putting the pressure on in that particular marketplace. So, and giving out good information, the stuff that they're handing out is good stuff. So we really appreciate the info that they're out there. And be sure to check out, some of their webinars and things like that come along during the month. We don't post them all because we don't know them all, but we do post the next couple of webinars that are coming up. We'll get to those just here in a minute and show that. Again, a lot of different people talking on the blogs, a lot of good information being shared there. So be sure to check that out. In terms of the webinar events, the next one is tomorrow, May 15th. Again, if you're watching this recorded, tonight, that's great. But the next webinar is tomorrow, May 15th at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And again, they put out webinars quite often, so be sure to check the webinar page for new webinars coming up, that kind of information. And get in there and attend them. There's good information being shared, lots of good people joining in, and a good place to pick up, tips, tricks, and information around the DNN community. As far as release updates, there was no new release this month. 7.2.2 is still the current production release. We covered this last month. It was released March 19th. We covered it last month. I did update the statistics. 33,419 downloads of this particular release. That's good. Lots and lots of fixes and that type of thing in a .2 release. So there's lots of that information here. There were no security fixes, module updates to providers for in the core release. We did have a couple of modules updated this month, which is good. The DNN blog module and the form and list module both got updates. So we'll talk a little bit about those. The blog module here actually had 2 updates in the last 30 days. 6.05 got an update on 4.18, and then it was also updated to 6.6 on 5.8. So there's been a couple of rounds of changes there. You can see that there was a bunch of bug corrections and a couple of small enhancements in 6.05, multiple categories, modification of page title, now configurable for a module instance. Those are a couple of enhancements there. 6.06 had a note on it. If you're migrating your DNN site with an old blog module to Azure, be sure to upgrade to the blog, to any of the 6.x versions of the blog module before you migrate to Azure. New installs of the blog module work just fine on Azure, but an upgrade of an old blog version on Azure does have some difficulties. So be sure to upgrade your blog module prior to moving to Azure to one of the later releases, and then all will be well. Or install the blog module as new on Azure. So just something good to note there, and it's great that they're putting that type of information out to keep people from falling into the same traps and pitfalls that other people have already found. Form and list got an update as well. It's a 6.10 release, and basically some fixes for 7.2.2, allowing for some custom data type, allowing for custom data type config to be placed in the portal's default user-defined table. And that module will remain being overwritten on installation of new versions. However, if you copy to the folder mentioned above, the portal /_default/user-defined table, it will not be overwritten on installs anymore. So if you were modifying that data types.config module and you found it frustrating every time you upgraded that you had to back that file up beforehand, there's now a fix for that to allow you to keep that data types config module in place and not have it overwritten. So good information there. As far as the CANOG website, basically it is hosted, I think Don mentioned this, it is hosted by PowerDNN, and we appreciate their support and service of hosting that site for us and providing excellent support staff when we need to get it upgraded or modified or that type of thing. They really helped us, keep that current and relevant and that type of stuff. So we really appreciate all their help and support, and thanks to PowerDNN. Sprocket website does use and recommend PowerDNN to its customers, so we're very happy with our partnership with PowerDNN and want to continue to recommend them to all in the community. Here's a current look at the Chicago DNN website, and if you're interested in working with this website, if you've got a blog that you're posting and you want to cross-post on the Chicago DNN website, we'd love to hear from you. If you've got some new content that you want to develop and get out to a whole bunch of users out there, we'll be happy to promote it on social media, that type of thing. So drop us a line, let us know. We'd love to hear. We'd love to have some more content providers and people helping us keep the website updated. Also, if you've got events or things coming up that are pertinent to the development/.NET community, we'd be happy to put those on our event calendar. Just shoot us an email and we'll put them up there so that your event can be on our website and the people who are coming to our website can see your events. We're happy to have that information posted up there. Again, reach out to us in one of the various different social media platforms, or shoot us an email. My email is right here on the last slide here. You can send it to jim@sprocketwebsites.com. You can also send it to don@sprocketwebsites.com. And again, we're here to help the community. So if there's something that you'd like to see us do or talk about in the future, drop us a line and let us know. That's all I got, Don. So I'm going to turn it back over.